John Otero. I'm with Test Drying System, and today we're going to be discussing the new E-TES low profile unit. Now, the biggest difference between the E-TES low profile unit and the SD or the Classic was basically its height. It went from 22 inches down to 13 inches in height. Also, before, the air mover would come in from the top, and now we're coming in from the back side, and any air mover will fit this. We also changed the heating element on the low profile unit, so we've got a 20% increase over the prior heating element inside. And it comes in a 120 version and a 240 version. This is the 120 version. Does come with a 50-foot cord with the GFCI already attached. Each cord pulls 12 amps. We do have to run it on two separate circuits. And because of that, we have a dual circuit indicator light. When we're on a dual circuit, the green light will go on and you're ready to go. It only weighs 36 pounds, a lot easier to carry. But can we use the E-TES on just certain jobs? I'm the national test sales manager and I get calls all the time. I use my E-TES on a hardwood floor or a plaster and it'll work great, but they don't use it a lot. This should be used on every single job. If you're using air movers and dehues, there's no reason you can't use the E-TES. Now, we'll be getting a new S500 soon, and in those standards, there's three big increase of knowledge and teachings regarding heat drying. First of all, they're recommending more heat on your flood jobs. Two, they're teaching you more about vapor pressure differential and tracking surface temperature. So with the E-TES, what that's going to do, we're trying to teach you not to just heat a room. We're teaching you how to direct the heat, floating, tenting, containing, directing. Our goal is to get the heat to the wet materials. Now what's interesting is when we were in elementary school, our teachers taught us that every single time we heat water, we create evaporation. We were not taught that every time we lower the GPP in a room, we get evaporation. Because outside of our world, we all know heat dries faster. But should the E-TES be used with dehues? And the question is absolutely. This is not a dehue. This does not remove moist air. This creates faster evaporation. Matter of fact, the E-TES will help your dehues even put more water in the bucket, and we'll explain that. According to all manufacturers who manufacture dehues, they do testing at AHAM, which means they do, it's 80 degrees air temperature, 60% relative humidity, and that's what's the optimal amount of water coming in at those readings. Then they do a saturation test, which means they're testing at 90 degrees air temperature and 90% humidity. And guess what? There's more water in the bucket. So for example, let's use the LGR 7000 from Dry-Ease. Great dehue, highly recommend it. At AHAM it pulls 130 pints. At saturation it pulls 230 pints. So it's actually putting more water in the bucket when it's hot and humid. So in what we've been taught is that dehues operate at optimal temperatures of between 70 and 80 degrees is false. Because at higher temperatures, higher humidity, the dehues love dew point. So if the GPP up or the humidity's up, the dew point's up, and that's what dehues love. So what the E-TES does is it heats the wet material, which creates faster evaporation, and then your dehues are going to take that evaporation, the moist air, and turn it from a vapor to a liquid. So you'll actually dry in half the time, and your dehues will still operate. We don't want the air temperature above 100 degrees. We want it about 90, 95. And if heat drying was not the future, then why is the large manufacturers building their dehues at higher temperatures, a higher operation? That's because heat is the future. We're not looking at the future, we're in it right now. So the E-TES can be used on any flood job. And again, what we're trying to do is, the thought process in your mind should be this: where's my water? How can I get heat to the water? And that's going to create faster evaporation. There also, I do want to note that in Xactimate there is a code for E-TES, WTRHTAM, and then you're also going to charge for the air mover, so you should be about $220, $225 a day. However, what we recommend is don't just put the code in Xactimate. What we recommend is putting a note underneath the code. So you're going to put WTRHTM and then put a note. And the note's going to say, we use the E-TES to increase the surface temperature of the wet material. This increased the evaporation rate, and this assisted us in drying the structure faster. Adjusters just need a reason why to pay your bill. Give me some documentation, give me verification, give me a reason why you're using this equipment. When you do that, when you put the note, and that's a recommendation from the insurance industry, you will get less pushback, less questions, and they will understand what you're saying. So please make sure you put a note under when you're doing your Xactimate billing. If you'd like some additional training on how to use the E-TES on carpets, crawl space, wood floors, how to program this, because the E-TES is also a data logger. This can actually turn off in 3 different ways: air temperature, surface temperature, and moisture content value. For those training videos, please visit our website at tesdryingsystem.com. Go under products, go under E-TES, go under videos, and you can see all the videos on how this operates, along with all the equipment you have. So I do appreciate your time. Go to your closest distributor who sells restoration equipment. They should have the E-TES in stock. If not, tell them that you want to order it, and they'll be glad to do so. If you have any questions, though, please visit our website again at tesdryingsystem.com, or you can call us direct at 727-657-1563. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.